Berardi Immigration Law is a great resource for the latest in immigration news and trends. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel. It really helps out the channel. And click that notification bell so you never miss a video from Berardi Immigration Law.
Hi everyone, this is Gabriella Agostinelli with Berardi Immigration Law, and today we're going to be discussing work authorization for students in the United States. So, a question we get all the time is, I'm a foreign national, or I'm looking to hire a foreign national. They are still in school, or they've recently completed school, and they are here in F1 status. What can we do? Can they work? Can we hire them? And the answer is definitely yes. Though there are just some limitations we need to be mindful of depending on where a student is in their studies. There are three predominant types of work authorization categories for students. And in this video, we're going to be talking about pre-completion OPT, or optional practical training. Pre-completion OPT is, as its name suggests, OPT that a student, or work authorization, that a student would take part in prior to completing their studies. So in order to qualify, these individuals must be in a full course of study, and they must have been in a full course of study for at least 1 full year or 12 months before applying for this form of OPT. They cannot have held any other form of, or qualify or have held for any other type of OPT during this or after this course of study in the past. And we need to make sure that the individual is in fact here in F1 status, which is the status for students. Now, interestingly, this 12 months of study, full course study, can include months in which they might have held a different status. So if you were here as a dependent child of an L1 holder and you were in school for 6 months and then you flipped over to an F1, that's fine as long as you have 12 total months of full course study. To apply for the pre-completion OPT, you must be working with your school's designated school official, or DSO, to ensure that you get this sort of request to have your Form I-20 tailored to indicate that you are requesting pre-completion OPT. And once you get this amended Form I-20, you will then submit an application to United States Citizenship and Immigration Services so that they can ultimately issue you an EAD, an employment authorization document. It's a little card with your picture on it, the dates of authorization, and your name, and some other important information about your category of immigration. Now, when you are going to begin working in the United States for a company that has selected you as one that wants to work with you, you have to present this EAD to the company so that they can fill out something called a Form I-9, which is a document confirming that you, in fact, are authorized to work in the United States. So throughout this whole process, you're going to be working with your DSO, you're going to be working with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, and you're going to be working with your intended employer in the United States. Something that is very important to note is that any time you have spent in the United States working in pre-completion OPT will be counted against any subsequent time you have been granted work authorization following the completion of your studies by a factor of 50%. So, for instance, if you have spent 2 months working in OPT or CPT, in pre-completion OPT, and you then would like to work by way of optional practical training that's post-completion, 50% of 2 months is 1 month. So if you've only been given 1 year of OPT, you're actually only going to be able to work 11 months because we are removing the time spent in pre-completion OPT. One more thing for you to know is that when you hold pre-completion OPT, you are only authorized to work up to 20 hours per week, part-time. This is not something that's available to individuals who are working full-time or who would like to work full-time, ostensibly because this is something you're going to be doing during the course of your studies, which of course should be your primary focus. So if you have any questions about pre-completion OPT, please don't hesitate to reach out. We would be happy to assist. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that notification button so you never miss one of these important updates. Also, check out the Berardi Blog that's on our website at berardiimmigrationlaw.com. The blog is updated 2 to 3 times a week, contains tons of up-to-date information on policies and trends. You won't want to miss it.